Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Beam, and today we got one of them bangers. Have you ever wanted to know how to do $100+ lineup? Check out this video today. Kick your feet up, like, share, subscribe, hit that comment button, and let's lock in. So once a haircut is prepped, we like to go in using a one-blade lather machine, which is a lather machine, a wireless lather machine that in 90 seconds give you hot, clean, lathery lather. And as you guys can see, the lather is very lathery. It's very, it's not super thick, but it's not super thin, and it coats, the skin and the hair really well, allowing the hair follicles to heat up, to warm up so they can cut through, and it'll help me clean the skin as well when prep the skin, to get the iciest lineup that I can give you guys. So with that being said, I start off with my one blade lather machine. If this is a machine that you would like, it is in my comment section. It's my not comment section, my description, and you can get 15% off using my promo code. As you guys see right here, I go behind that using a hot towel, fresh out of the hot towel steamer, wiping the client face down, just taking all of the excess lather off for the client before we get right to that bag. Then I go behind that, blow dry that, make sure that the hair is completely dry, and now I'm finna start setting myself up for that time. Y'all know what time it is. I go behind it, use a little lock-in spritz, get all of everything pulled forward, everything held down, and we about to turn it up some. So let's get to it. I want to start by punching in my guidelines using my Babyliss FX DLC blade. Anybody that's out there that like how my blades hit, that like what my blades do on these videos, order from the Blade Lab today. It's the first link that's in the description. And I wanted to bring something to the internet in terms of the Blade Lab. I had one client, so we got over 150 orders that's been done. I had one customer, I believe, from this set, who told me that he felt like his clippers didn't do what he seen, they did in the video. What he failed to realize is that people don't understand I got a lot of years of experience, in this thing. Just because you see me do it don't mean you'll be able to do it. And I'm not saying that you can't do it, but what I'm saying is there's a lot that go in the process of me using my blades the way that I use them. Every blade is sharpened and modified, hand set by me to, push limits on haircuts. But if you're not prepping hair right, let's say if you cutting dirty hair right, your clippers won't hit. And I'm not saying that person was cutting dirty hair, but what I'm saying is clean hair cut better than any type of hair. So with that being said, there's a skin prep method that go behind me using, my blades. And as you guys can see right here, I showed y'all, I did the one blade lather machine, clean the hair out, and then I went behind that, dried it, hit it with a little bit of Hole and Spray, and then popped in 2 guidelines right here. And then next thing you know, starting myself off in the middle and rolling myself to the right. So with that being said, it is very important that when you see me do what I do in videos and try to, apply it to what you're doing, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for you to get that, adjustment, get that adjustment layer done. Because at the end of the day, people be forgetting that, bruh, I'm 31 now and I started cutting hair at 9 years old. So with that being said, I have a lot of years of experience of just trial and error, knowing, how to get clippers to do what they needed to do, how to get hair, manipulated by the blade and things of that nature. So, I just really hope, that guy who had hit me up, I'm sending him a brand new blade just to see exactly what it is. And then I want him to send me his blade. And I'm even gonna use his blade on the video, just to prove to people, because when I sit down and I cook them blades up, I ensure that I use them blades on clients and everything before they go out. So you know what I'm saying? But not so much that I got a bad review, but that's the first, pushback, negative thing. And I understand even with business, you won't be able to make everybody happy. So, I'm putting a blade together for them so I can send them, out a new blade. But this is a transparency role. And I understand even working with Tomb 45, it's been so many returns on products that wasn't even broken that people, thought was broken because they didn't understand the knowledge of the product. And it just really bothered me. When you launch a brand new business, people don't even get these things a try. They go in and they just believe that they work is gonna resemble the work that you doing with your blade, and that's not how it works. There's a whole method behind my madness in terms of how my blades work. And at the end of the day, you know, I just be forgetting that, you know, in a world of business, you could be the best business in the world. You're going to get a bad review or somebody's not going to like the product. So with that being said, you know, I'm just trying to figure out how to keep everything floating, you know, floating straight and, you know, taking a lick on the chin, because what we're going to do is we're going to replace the blade and we're going to give him something even more sharper. He wants his to be tap and go. So we're going to make sure that we ensure that we get him some super tap and goes. But as you guys can see, after I did my regular lineup, I went behind it with the Beam Team cordless compressor, hit it with a little bit of fiber, so I double stacked the colors, went right back behind it with more hole and spray, and now re-attacking it with my trimmers. And as you guys can see, I get these all week. Like I promise y'all, like what a lot of people don't understand, if I cut a lot of my clients over the next 2-3 weeks, in the next week or two, it's all lineups to me. Some people want me to just slightly touch their taper and things of that nature. I mean, y'all know me, when people book with me, my standard price is $100. So I'm getting like, I don't even have to really touch a taper. But for people out there even who just get lineups, like I easily get $100 lineups, and it's not about money. It has nothing to do with money. It has something to do with being a fully booked barber. That's the most important. The only way that you can raise your prices is if you stay completely a fully booked barber. I mean, y'all know me by doing YouTube, doing content creation, doing all of this stuff. Like, it's like I kind of created a demand for myself that people want this sharp, precise look. They want this Steve Harvey look, and they know that Beam is gonna be able to deliver it and give it to them. And it's a lot of plenty other barbers that's way cheaper than me, you know, doing this thing. And with it, you know, with that being said, when those barbers become fully booked and they understand, you know, they value, they prices will go up, because that's just in nature. Nobody's gonna stay at, you know, majority of their prices for the rest of their life. So with that being said, just become a demand in your city, become fully booked out, then you can raise your price, and you know, you start etching out people, you know, who only just trying to pay, you know, cheap. See, the thing is with Beam, my brand, I wanted my brand to be more of like an executive brand. I want people who come to me to feel like I'm only gonna get that executive look with Beam. So I sold an image with what I do. I sold precision with what I do. And it's a lot of precise barbers in the world. Y'all hear me on every video. I'm not the best barber in the world at all, but what I can give is consistency. Like, I got people in the comment section that always say, Beam don't miss, Beam don't miss. And trust me, bro, I definitely miss. But when it comes to these videos that you guys see online, no, I don't miss at all. And with that being said, that's the most important part. People see my consistency through another lens because they are watching videos. It's haircuts that I get in the shop that I would never post on YouTube, not because they bad haircuts, because they normal everyday haircuts that don't allow me to show my precision at its highest level. So I like to always, you know, post my clients was helping me show my precision at its highest level, because that's how I got known from you guys. I got known from showing precision. I got known from, you know, laying the law like a legislator when it comes to it. So with that being said, you know, I just like to stay above the curve. I like to stay humble. You know, I love to do what I do. I love to be Beam. You know, it's 2026, and, you know, I've been kind of in a different mind state, man. I've been in a different mind state. I just lost a real close friend, you know, back at home. And, right now, just like in this moment in time, like I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sad at all. I'm not none of that. You like, you know, I'm in a place where I done seen so many people lose their lives, so much trauma, so much pain, you know, even with just losing my brother, that it's not that I become numb to it, but it's because like it don't hurt me no more. It's me understanding and accepting, you know, the circumstances of why somebody isn't here anymore, or why this and this ain't there no more, you know. And the only thing I could do is, you know, look out for his mom, say sorry to his mom, you get what I'm saying, be supportive, you know, and just, you know, just be around as much as I can. But you know, I don't live in Chicago no more, man. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out things. I'm just trying to figure out things, bruh. But I'm not sad at all. I'm understanding life for what life truly is. Like, life is literally what you make it. And that's why it's very important to live every day like it's your last. So when it comes to people hating in my comment section, oh, you talk too much, or it's this, or it's that, I don't give a damn about what they talking about, bruh. Like, what you saying in my comment section ain't gonna make me make no pivot, ain't gonna make me adjust nothing. Like, I got put on doing what I'm doing now. If you don't like what you watching, you don't like what you hearing, it's a damn mute button. Like, hit the mute button. You can do that anytime you want. You hit the mute button, you cut the video off, because I know at the end of the day, I got thorough people that support me. So a person hitting the mute button or not watching, I'm perfectly fine with that. If you know who Beam is, you know I've been about it. I always been educating, you know, I always been elevating the industry, and that's just how I get down. I only teach how I wish I would have been taught. With that being said, if you don't vibe with my teaching style, my boy, it's a million other barbers out here in the world who just, you know, play beats and then cut hair, and that's all it is. But that's not Beam. I'm gonna ensure that you see it visually, and I'm gonna make sure you understand it verbally, because everything that I do, you know, has a reason to me doing it. But bro, golly, do you see the precision? Do you see the beard work? You see the razor work? That you see how angled off and squared off the bottom of that beard, giving it that more fuller, richer, like, you know, grown man distinguished look, like that square look, how that beard come to a point meeting his chin here, like it's just fire, bruh. This is crazy. We ain't even really talk too much about the haircut. We just vibing, we just kicking it. That's that Tune 45, you know, Turkish style razor, you know, very, very nasty. You getting them pockets with that joint. But as you guys can see, your boy right here, I'm working, I'm piecing it together brick by brick, layer by layer, and y'all know I'm gonna only give it up one way. You know, this is who I am. This is who I am. Like, what? Like, this is who I am. I've never showed y'all a different version of myself outside of this one. I'ma stay having my own motion. I'ma stay in my own lane. I'ma keep pushing. I'ma keep moving my vertical. And I'ma just focus on Beam, because that's who Beam always been. Gas. Gas. Down to the mustache. Look how clean the mustache is when I bag up. Once I'm done hitting the mustache, like... Now watch how this side, everything just gonna come together right here. Like, this is a beauty. This is a beauty, like, golly, boy. This is a beauty. When you stay in pockets like this, it's hard for people to deal with you, bruh. And it has nothing to do with cutting hair, but it just goes to prove to you, I'm not the best barber in the world at all, but I can promise you that I'm different. And stuff like this is different. This is different. Gas by any means, brother. Gas by any means, brother. Whole different level of pain, whole different level of pressure. Gas. Gas, bro. If you stuck around this video, I appreciate you to the fullest. Hit that like button, subscribe button, share button, and that notification bell to get alerted when new videos come out, and may God bless.
Alright, bro. You gonna let me know what you think?
Oh, the originals. Originals.
In the game, bro. I told you I was gonna get you crispy, bro. Yeah, you in there. I appreciate that, bro.